Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. This is a reading focused on lost connections. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on in your person's life since the separation, or ultimately what they need you to know through these messages here today. General, as always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single person, so please do take from it, as always, what makes sense for you. All right, so let's begin. I'm going to use my Silhouettes deck, as well as I Just Got Spooked, Why I Ghosted. This is a deck by Angelic Revelation 144. All right, so let's get started here. So what contributed to the distance between you and your person? Lost connections for whoever needs this, for any sign. And it is timeless, so really whenever you are guided to watch this video. So what happened? What contributed to the distance, and why did this connection go into separation? Why is it a lost connection? Whoops, I've got a card flying towards me. Look at this. Busted. It was just a matter of time. So this is one of those cards where somebody was basically caught doing something that they shouldn't have been doing. For some of you, that's infidelity. Okay, there could have been cheating going on, some sort of betrayal in the partnership. What else contributed to the distance? Angels and spirit guides, please. We do have Beacon of Hope here, though. This is a nice card, actually. So it says, when you fail to see the light at the end of the tunnel, look for me, I will be there. So what I get from the person that you're thinking about for this reading, even though this is a lost connection, there's still a part of their energy that somehow is there for you. Maybe you feel their presence still. Somehow. And maybe there's still a part of you that is still holding out hope, that despite the fact that this is a lost connection, that you guys can find your way back towards each other, or they're still holding on to the hope that somehow you will still be a part of their life someday. Let's grab a third card here. Drool. Okay. I can barely contain my desire for you when you're within reach. You're my ultimate craving, and I can't imagine letting another second go by without tasting you. So considering we're taking a look at what ultimately contributed to the distance and why you guys broke up and why there is distance between two people, considering the very first card, Busted, it was just a matter of time that someone was caught. There could have been, as I've mentioned, some indiscretions here. There could have been infidelities in the partnership for some of you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some additional messages here. I'm going to again pull from I Just Got Spooked. Angels and spirit guides, please. For the collective, for lost connections. What else contributed to the distance? And we will, of course, clarify everything. Someone was intoxicated. Okay, so maybe somebody had a drinking problem, or part of that intoxication could have been that they were very intoxicated and drawn to someone else. What else contributed to the distance? Why is this a lost connection? Back off for a while. Okay. So this could be you, but this could be the person that you're thinking about too. Maybe they know that they did something wrong, and so they're just taking a step back from you because more than likely they know that they messed up. Maybe they're just giving you your space, or that is what it is that you wanted to have. Maybe that is something that you requested, you needed. And then we have tunnel vision coming through here. So someone's got a one-track mind, or somebody just has or is or was laser focused on someone else outside of the partnership. That's just what I am picking up here initially. So let's go ahead and confirm these things. So I'm going to pull from my tarot teacher. Let's go ahead and clarify the cards. Angels and spirit guides, please, for this lost connection, for all signs, whoever needs these messages. So this is giving us a clearer indication of what happened. Someone was caught. doing something they shouldn't have been doing. Some of you guys could have been married, okay? Or at least in a committed partnership, and there were clearly infidelities here. However, the Ten of Cups, it's such a beautiful card in that there is a reunion, if I can talk today, a reunion that is possible despite the fact that this is a lost connection for some of you. I'm also getting that some of you guys had even talked about getting married someday. So if you weren't actually married to this person, maybe there's a part of you that felt like you guys were practically living a life similar to married people. You know, that it was that type of closeness that you experienced with this person. You made each other happy. You fulfilled each other's goals and dreams in life. You guys just fit each other so perfectly. But somewhere along the line, all of this drama unfolded. Let's see what else. For this lost connection, what else do we need to know here? Angels and spirit guides. Justice, okay? So the truth eventually was revealed. Somebody ended up getting clarity here. And what it is I feel for you, the viewer, what it is that you're wanting from this person is honesty. You needed perhaps time away from them in order to have the clarity that you needed to figure things out here. There's this need to balance things out between the two of you. And I feel when all of this happened, infidelities, trust issues, things really fell apart between the two of you. We have this Eight of Swords, someone who was feeling trapped or restricted somehow in the partnership. And what do we do when we feel trapped? We want to break free. We want to get out of the cage, so to speak, you know? So that could have been what this person was experiencing. Rather than talking about the issues of the partnership, they could have gotten themselves into a third-party situation. There could have been a lot of secrets and lies that were happening here. And maybe you just felt really powerless to do anything about it. At the end of the day, everybody's got their own free will. They're going to do what it is that they're going to do. And sometimes it's not always the best course of action. But look at this. You've got the Wheel of Fortune coming through here. So there's a cycle that's coming in that could turn things around for you and this person. Okay. So clearly what we're seeing here is someone was caught doing something that more than likely was cheating. Plain and simple, cheating, infidelity. There's no other way to interpret this. And I'm just getting here that they were attracted to someone else outside of the partnership, and they perhaps knew and acknowledged that it wasn't the right thing to do, but they did it anyway. So my divine feminines, you're coming through as this Empress. You know, you're just standing in your own power. You recognize who you are, what you represent. Some of you guys could have already had children together. The Ten of Cups can represent families. The home that you guys have shared together at one point in time. Because the Empress can represent motherhood. But this is also an energy of abundance for the divine feminine. You don't actually need anybody to complete you. You don't need the masculine to provide that abundance for you. This is something that you're able to obtain on your own. Look at this. We've got the Hierophant here. So some of you could have been dealing with a Taurus here. The Empress also representing Taurus. So two people who were committed at one point in time, and the relationship fell apart because of infidelities. If it wasn't infidelities, which I would be surprised considering that's what's presenting itself here, I feel, then it was something else. Something else that really tore you guys apart. I'm also getting perhaps lots of arguments, lots of bickering. You guys just really were on two different pages. But what I feel here very strongly for the majority is that there were infidelities. There was cheating going on and someone was caught. The truth came out. The truth was revealed. But there's still hope that's coming through here, you see? We've got good luck that's still blessing this connection despite everything that's happened. Despite everything that's happened. So let's see what else. What else needs to come through here? All right, so let's take a look at that. I'm going to go ahead and allow the angels just communicate whatever else needs to come through here. So some added angel advice. Let's pull from the Lost in Time Oracle. This is by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective, for whoever needs these messages about a lost connection. For some of you, maybe it hasn't been that long since you parted ways. For others, maybe it's been years. Okay, so let's see. What else do you need to know? Angels and spirit guides, please. Look at this. There's still time. Have faith. Oh my gosh. There is still time perhaps to salvage this partnership. Maybe it's not too late. And that you're still trying to hold on to the hope. Or again, they are, because of this card right here. Beacon of hope. When you fail to see the light at the end of the tunnel, look for me, I will be there. This could go either way. Either you, the viewer, still have hope and are still holding on to the faith that you and your lost love could still find your way back, or that's how they see things. Wow. So let's add to that. What else, please, for the collective, for this lost connection? What else, please? We do have the Harvest Moon's energy coming through. Hard work paying off. And if they're willing to put in the work to salvage this partnership, or maybe you both are, then yeah, you guys can perhaps manifest this union back into the 3D. Oh my gosh, look at this next card. We've got the Witching Hour, and it says manifest, make a wish. Make a wish. It might just come true. Whoa. Let's grab some additional cards. I'm going to pull from the Spiritual Journey to Ascension. This one is by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for all signs, for whoever needs these messages today, when it comes to a lost connection. What else do we need to know at this time? Angels and spirit guides, please. So there's still time to fix this. There can be a wish that can manifest. Grateful. Okay, maybe they're just really grateful despite everything to have had you in their life. Grateful for the experience. Grateful for the lesson. Look at this. Authenticity. Yep, that is what you're looking for here, is for them to come towards you with authenticity and the truth. That's it. No more secrets, no more lies, no more being caught doing something they shouldn't have been doing. And then we do have let go. Part of that letting go, obviously it's happened. You guys are at a distance. This is a lost connection. But I'm also getting part of the journey here towards healing is to let go of past baggage. So let's go ahead and add to this. I'm going to pull from my Illuminated Star Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please. What else do we need to know when it comes to this lost connection? What else do we need to know, please? We do have the Eight of Pentacles. I love this because considering we've got the Harvest Moon right here, it says hard work paying off. Well, here's the hard work right here, that Eight of Pentacles, putting in the efforts towards this partnership. That's exactly what's needed here. I still feel When it comes to your lost love here, they still feel drawn to you. It's still coming through as a very passionate connection. Look at this. You've got the sun, the harvest moon, and the sun. This is amazing. Very positive energies, guys. So I feel, despite everything, you guys can still be really happy. But, you know, it's not going to happen on its own. It takes two people to put in that work. It doesn't just fall on your shoulders. It doesn't fall on theirs strictly. It takes the both of you ready and willing to put in the work towards this partnership. Look at this. Clarifying the witching hour, make a wish, manifest is the Two of Cups. How amazing is this? If what it is that you are wishing for, which is, I'm assuming why you're watching this reading for a lost love, is because you still want to manifest union here, well, here it is. That could be what it is that they're wishing for as well. And again, for some of you, this could be someone that you were married to or a committed partnership that went awry. It just fell apart. Mutual attraction coming through here. Clearly, things fell apart. We've got that Tower. A sudden upheaval, a disastrous ending to the partnership. Very chaotic time, but the thing is, they're still really grateful for that. Maybe you are too. Because when the dust settles from a Tower moment, all you have left are the lessons, or at least the need to learn those lessons. Being able to learn from past mistakes. Oh my gosh, these cards. The Knight of Cups is someone who's got very loving intentions. This isn't someone who's going to be messing with your heart, who's going to hurt you, who's going to cheat on you. This is someone who's very romantic, you know, sort of like a Prince Charming. So, Divine Feminine, if your masculine was the one that was caught cheating, doing something that they know they shouldn't have been doing, they're now ready to come towards you with this energy of authenticity. They're not going to be lying to you. They're just going to be upfront with you, because more than likely through that Tower, they now know that they can't be coming towards you with the type of energy where they're being shady or doing things behind your back. That's not going to work. So if they still love you, which I feel they do, they've got to put in that work. Clearly that's indicated here, and there is still time to fix this, and we could have a wish here that can still manifest to bring you guys back together. Look at the next card, 10 of Cups. So there really is this need to let go of the pain, the heartache, the drama from the past in order to have this manifest. Love, marriage, family, all of it. Happily ever after. A dream to come together with your lost love. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Certainly presenting you with possibilities of what could be. Okay, so let's grab some dialogue here, guys, and see what the conversation would be like if you guys could actually speak. Okay, so we're going to grab some cards from 3 decks. The Divine Love and Separation deck by Fire Witch Tarot. And then I'm going to grab from my X Oracle deck. And lastly, A Connection Lost Somewhere in Time by Angelic Revelation 144. So this one is by Fire Witch Tarot. I might grab 2 sets just because we've got so many people watching today. So let's go ahead and grab a card. I've been intensely feeling your energy. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I believe it. I believe it. All right, so let's grab a card from my X Oracle. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull 2 sets. So let's do the first batch. All right, so this is what you guys would want to say to each other if you could. I won't ever forget you. Yeah, this is one of those unforgettable type love connections, even though there were some very hurtful breakups here, unexpected breakups for some of you, a painful ending. You guys aren't ever going to forget each other, no matter what. All right, and from the last deck, a connection lost somewhere in time. All right, let's grab your third card here for the dialogue. We have intimacy. Our love is so passionate, real, raw, and true. Our connection is magnetic and electric. No one compares to you. Oh my goodness. So clearly, you still feel each other's vibes, each other's energies. This is an unforgettable connection. Those intimate moments, very passionate. You're still drawn to one another. So let's clarify that. All right, so I'm going to pull from my Tabby Tarot teacher here. It hasn't been easy. Clearly, you guys have had a tower moment. But I feel there's still hope. And maybe you haven't given up on this connection, even though it's been either many years or could have been last month for some of you guys. Could have been a recent breakup. So let's go ahead and see what needs to come through here. You still feel each other's energies. Look at this. That Judgment card is an awakening. I have a feeling when it comes to your lost love, they have gotten that light bulb moment. It's a wake-up call that if they don't do something about this, they're going to lose you forever. Because this is about someone who's taking a look at themselves, their actions, and ultimately what contributed to the distance and the separation and why they lost you to begin with. They know they messed up. They still feel your energy. Even though, again, it's been a while for some of you, doesn't matter. They still feel you in their heart. They still feel your presence. Or they might even still be dreaming about you. There could be 5D interactions going on here. Some of you guys could be dealing with a fire sign here. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. I would not be surprised if it gets to the point where they can't stand to not reach out. So either they're going to do it by texting you, calling you, finding a way to reach out on social media. That is, if you haven't blocked them, they're going to find a way to talk to you. Look at this. We've got the Four of Wands right here. So some of you guys, even though, again, this is focused on lost connections, this person still feels so drawn to you. They always will. It's coming through as a twin flame connection. This is also a reunion. The possibility of finding their way back to you. Happy times, celebrations. That is what this represents. With the possibility of reunion for some of you, I have a feeling there's a future marriage. There's a future marriage here. And then we've got the Queen of Cups. So for some of my divine feminines, you're coming through as this Queen of Cups. You could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You're someone who's emotionally stable, very caring. So at this point in time, when it comes to your lost love, you're masculine. You're being guided to trust your gut and your intuition here. And maybe you still feel your masculine's energies too. I'm also getting, for the collective, take this only if it applies, some of your dreams about your person, it's been really sexual. Really erotic dreams. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So there is a turning point here. Things are going to change. This person is still a part of your destiny here. Hasn't been an easy journey. We've seen that. You don't get through a tower moment by just having a minor breakup with somebody. Something painful happened here, and clearly from the beginning, we've seen that there could have been infidelities in the partnership. Very painful breakups here. But good luck is on your side when it comes to this lost connection, whoever resonates with this. Okay, so that's one round. Let's go ahead and grab a second round of cards. I'm just feeling it here for the collective. So if you didn't resonate with that batch, let's go ahead and see what else needs to come through here. So again, from the Divine Love and Separation deck by Fire Witch Tarot. Curious. I'm curious to what you've been up to. Okay? So during this time apart, they can't help but wonder, you know, do you still think about them? Have you moved on to someone else? Do you miss them? Are you still pissed off at them? So their mind is just wandering, okay? So again, from the X Oracle, for all signs, for the collective. I'm guided to this one. I can't sleep without you next to me. Lots of sleepless nights, you know, staying up late at night, curious, wondering, what are you doing? Are you thinking about them? Are you reminiscing? Do you miss them? And I feel for some of you, you do miss them. Okay, so last card. Connection lost somewhere in time. I'm guided to this one that's kind of sticking out a little bit. Frustration and anger, look at that. I am ashamed of some of the things I have said and done. I hope that you can understand my pain and forgive me. Oh my goodness. They know they messed up. Plain and simple. Okay? And yeah, they would be ashamed of what they have done because there clearly was something here that broke the two of you up. A very painful breakup, as we've already established with that Tower moment. Hasn't been easy by any means. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle, Tarot with a Twist. If you're new to my channel, this is a deck that I've created especially for advanced beginners who are interested in learning how to read tarot. It's got upright and reversed meanings. The twist here is that it includes new oracle messages as well as new court cards. All right, so for all signs, here we go. Second round of dialogue messages. Let's clarify curious. Angels and spirit guides, please. Look at this. We've got the 10 of Cups, but it is coming up in the reverse. So someone's dreams were definitely shattered here. This represents a broken family, a broken home, domestic disharmony, disconnection, divorce, struggling relationship. Oh my God, all of it. Okay, so they know that they are responsible for this 10 of Cups being in the reverse. They know they hurt you. They know through their actions that that's why you guys broke up. And for some of you, it could represent an actual divorce because the Tower can represent that too. That makes sense why that is presenting itself here. But clearly, the possibility to bring that 10 of Cups in the upright has already presented itself. Okay? But that also makes sense as to why that was coming up in the reverse. All right, so let's clarify. I can't sleep without you next to me. What else, please? Angels and spirit guides. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So, first of all, didn't that already come through? That 8 of Pentacles. Let me just find it really quick because I think, yes, it did. Okay, remember, it came through earlier. They're willing to put in the work. And maybe they're losing sleep over this, just staying up late at night, which kind of reminds me of the energy of the 9 of Swords. They can't get any sleep, dealing with insomnia. They're just allowing their thoughts to really overwhelm them, especially if they've got these thoughts circulating around them, you know, just what can I do to fix this? What do I need to do to be able to create change in this partnership? They know that they have certain goals that they want to achieve when it comes to the partnership to fix it. And really, they're willing to put in their all into this to be able to address the issues. Sorry, guys, the trash truck is outside. I always forget when they're out there. Seriously. Look at this. We've got the King of Swords clarifying frustration and anger. Okay. So a masculine here is definitely trying to look at the situation from a very rational mindset. But I feel part of the issue here was that they just didn't allow their heart space to open up fully when you guys were together. And that was a part of the problem, you know. But also part of the energy of the King of Swords could be a person who was just very cold. Very cold, very arrogant. So now they're really ashamed of their actions. This person wants forgiveness, and I feel it strongly for the masculine here. Whoever represents the masculine energy in your connection, wanting forgiveness. They've had their wake-up call to do whatever is necessary to fix this. And look at this card coming right after the King of Swords, the Angel of Darkness. Makes sense to me. And it says, aren't you tired of being in the shadows? Why are you here? Misery loves company, they say. Is that the reality that you want to encapsulate within you? How long do you plan on staying? I'm here to help guide you through this very dark time in your life, but only when you are ready to break free from the chains that bind you. It's time to do that shadow work. When you are ready, I will help lead you down the road where the sun is waiting to shine for you. First of all, we've already determined in this reading that they're ready and willing to put in the work. You've also got the sun coming through this reading here, letting you know that the possibility of finding happiness, it certainly is possible, you know? So I would not be surprised if somewhere down the line, you guys are really able to rectify this and fix the situation, okay? So the Angel of Darkness isn't here to keep you guys in the dark. It's actually to help you find the light, to welcome in this energy of the sun. And again, going back to the message that already came through earlier, that beacon of hope. When you fail to see the light at the end of the tunnel, look for me. I will be there. So either they represent that beacon of light for you, the viewer, or it's the other way around. But that's pretty amazing, because I feel here ultimately that there is healing that is happening here between you and your lost love. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and grab some final thoughts. I'm going to pull from this deck by Sister Moon Tarot. This is her Stay Inspired Oracle cards. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective, for this lost connection reading. Let's grab some final advice here. Final advice for whoever needs it when it comes to this lost connection. We have message, okay? So communication is needed. Communication is coming. Read between the lines. Speak your truth. Exactly. Exactly. Because remember, guys, that's exactly what is needed. I say that a lot, don't I? Authenticity. They need to speak their truth. They need to be authentic with you. Otherwise, you're back to square one. Okay, just based off of the messages that have presented itself here, I really do feel that they've learned their lesson. They know that if they want to be able to fix this, they're going to have to come towards you with nothing but the truth to be able to balance things out between the two of you. Makes sense to me. That really does. Look at this next message. Miracles defy our concept of reality, but they happen every day. Believe. This is giving me goosebumps considering the messages that have presented itself here. Remember this one? There's still time. Have faith. So as long as you continue to believe, and maybe as long as you both continue to believe in this connection, then it's fixable. It is fixable. That is what's presenting itself here, guys. I don't think it's a done deal. I feel there certainly is still hope here that you guys can work through the issues that you've dealt with in the past. I feel for those of you resonating with this, you still love one another and you want to be able to bring this lost connection back. Okay, so hopefully there have been parts of the messages that have presented itself here that have offered you guidance that's helpful and offers you advice that at least can give you some hope that this can still find its way back to you. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave it. And if you're interested in your own reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so very much. Take care.